It's 3 a.m. It's morning.
I'm just gonna play this through my headset then.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. No, wait till 6. Now that's what we'll do, we'll just hum it. Ah! Lube up the throat with some Corona. We are live! It is the Sweet 16 of our 2K simulation. We got the 2 seed Creighton Blue Jays and the Stanford Cardinal, the Cinderella, coming up next here on the neutral site. Thanks for tuning in. Reese, we got a good one today.
That we do, Griff, and we will see the 3 seed Jays taking on the 11 Stanford Cardinal, otherwise known as the Tree.
The Tree, the Arbol, as they say, as our friends to the south say. Landon, there's no copyright, no one's listening.
No one's listening anyway.
That's all we got, one goddamn thing.
Can't say goddamn on the air.
Nobody's listening. Alright, so yes, Midwest region getting underway at the Sweet 16. Winner advances to play the winner of Florida and Louisville, which will be coming up right after this one. We saw Eastern Washington, the 15, advance to the Elite 8 last night, as well as the 12 seed, Stephen F. Austin. Hutch and Huber doing a fantastic job as always there.
Brad Perry, Griff, he was marvelous.
Rising up for thunderous dunks, cashing out from 3.
No doubt about it.
And we are underway here from Indianapolis. IND, whatever. Virginia in the round of 32 as Tyshawn Alexander, forcing the action, draws a foul.
And Tyshawn Alexander, he's a tremendous player, Griff. The junior out of Oak Hill and Charlotte, North Carolina. He's averaging 17 points a game.
And Stanford, pair of upsets to get here for the 11 seed Cardinal out of the Pac-12, beating West Virginia in the first round, and then a once-in-a-lifetime performance against Michigan State, shutting out Cassius Winston.
Everyone in the building was in absolute shock in that one, Griff, and couldn't believe what they were seeing, but hats off to the Tree. They deserved it, and now they're in the Sweet 16 here in Naptown.
I couldn't believe it either. Why is it playing the NBA draft? Can you all hear that, like, the NBA draft, like, song in the background?
Yeah, wait, what the heck?
Oh, it stopped. Huh, interesting.
Sweet.
Oh, well. Here's Davis now for the Cardinal.
A commanding 1-0 lead to start this one for the Jays.
As it is now Willis driving, gets past Tyshawn for the throwdown.
Nice job there by
thunderous jam.
Nice job there by Willis to get 3 for the hammer, and now the Tree get their first points of the day.
Just getting underway here. The 2 seed Creighton, the 11 seed Stanford winner on to the Elite 8 to take on the winner of Louisville and Florida, which is coming up next. Here's Ballack in the paint. Tyshawn pulls from 3. Got it.
Tyshawn Alexander rising, firing, and hitting. He'll be shooting that all day.
No doubt about that one. Here's Tyrell Terry, the tremendous freshman for the Cardinal, back the other way.
He is a terrific player, Griff.
Terry gives it over to Davis. Reese, I think they got to work inside to De Silva. They try to there. De Silva gets the loose ball back and finishes right on cue.
Right on cue indeed. De Silva getting free. He's a tremendous big man down there for Stanford. He'll be looking for a huge J if they want to move on.
No doubt about it. Starting in that 5 spot is Christian Bishop for the Blue Jays, and he's only stands about 6'7", so De Silva, look for him to take advantage down low. Here's Jefferson now. Tied up at 4 in the early going. Tyshawn Tyshawn, another three on the way. In and out, no good. Here's Tyrell Terry.
Gotta like the start here for Creighton, getting the shots they want.
No doubt about that one. Davis now between the circles. Resets. Tyrell Terry.
Davis had a tremendous game last time.
No doubt about that. Terry all the way to the hoop. Strong for the freshman.
Tyrell Terry, first team all defense apparently.
First team all defense.
Showing the offensive game right there, Griff. Tremendous move.
First team all defense. Bishop over to Jefferson. Top of the key, it's Jefferson. 9 on the shot clock. What is he doing? All right, here's Tyshawn now. Tyshawn's been putting up some shots here in the early going. Gives it off to Mahoney instead. Unnecessary spin. Pulls up. In and out. Here's back the other way is Jones. Now off to Tyrell Terry. Here come the Cardinal. Terry. Thought about it. Nothing doing. Da Silva with the lowercase last name. That's actually how it's spelled, though.
Really? Whoa!
Rising up!
Willis once again throwing down the hammer off a beautiful cut, and now it's 8-4 Tree.
Drop down out of the rafters there, Reese. Back the other way come the Blue Jays as it's Bishop now to Ballack. Ballack is going to shoot a lot of threes here tonight.
As will the rest of this Creighton team, Griff. They love to let it fly from deep.
No doubt about it. Here's Tyshawn Alexander. Pulls up for three again. No good. That's a good look, though, for Creighton.
No doubt about it. Keep shooting those if you're the Jays. It's Terry all the way. Can't finish, but there's Davis there for the board and the offensive rebound.
Got away with a major travel right there. Davis lines up a three of his own. The lefty puts it in.
Still feeling it from last game, Griff. Look at that rising fire there from the big fella.
11-4 Stanford. What a start for the Cardinal.
Gotta love it, Griff. Locking down on both ends of the floor.
Jefferson here now, top of the key. Creighton, still early in this one, just 4 minutes into this. Sweet 16 coverage. We have already seen Stephen F. Austin and Eastern Washington. Yes, you heard that right. Move on to the Elite Eight. These teams trying to join them. Here's Tyrell Terry. Got his pocket picked. Here's Tyshawn. Creighton on the run. Tyshawn.
It looked like a
finish or contact.
Looked like a foul right there. Blow your whistle, Stripes. Look at Alexander ignoring and able to finish anyways.
11-6 Stanford here in the early going. This tournament has been brought to you by the neutral site and Hutchin Huber's Da Silva.
Woo! Da Silva rising up and throwing it down in the teeth of Creighton.
6-7. I think they've all been dunks and layups too.
They have. They have been getting to the rim with ease.
All right.
Carving up that defense, Griff.
Creighton, Greg McDermott, not known for his defensive prowess at Creighton, as his Ballack into the paint, gives it up. Bishop for two.
Nor is he still.
And still is not. Davis now top of the key, driving, crossing, pulls up, knocks it down.
How about that move right there? Dejon Davis, a little step back, pull up with the left hand.
All right, Reese. Sterling and Bryce covered this at length yesterday. Who are your PT peers for today?
PT peers, Griff, you got to go with the man right there with the ball, Tyshawn Alexander. He has been tremendous all year. Ballack, let's go with three. No good.
Wide open look. Lucky break there for the Cardinal.
And for the tree, I'm going to go with my man, the freshman, Tyrell Terry. He's got the ball right now.
Tremendous point guard matchup.
Be guarding each other most of this game. Certainly going to be fun to watch.
Wills now gives it up to Da Silva, 5 on the shot clock. Hand off to Wills. Wills will fire a three ball. Off the mark, no good. Jefferson the rebound. Here comes Tyshawn, pushing it ahead to Mahoney. Mahoney trying to get into the paint. Ooh. Drawing the foul, and we'll head to the line. Good hard foul by Wills.
No doubt about it. And a great job by Mahoney to get to the rack, fighting through contact.
I liked what Bryson Sterling called this yesterday, Corona Madness. I don't know where they found that logo.
That was great. We'll have to
search around for that.
Look into getting that for the rest of the courts.
And we got the funky NBA draft music playing again. I don't know if anyone else can hear that.
Is that what it plays like for my career?
No, I don't know. This is the first time this has happened.
I've never even heard this in this game.
Yeah, this is the NBA draft music from years ago.
Oh, really?
Think.
What the?
I don't know. Mahoney misses the second one. Oof. No good. And back the other way comes Stanford. Here's White checking in for the first time. He gets down the lane and lays it in.
White right there. The blue light getting to the rim again, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point lead for Stanford.
Mitchell with the Olay defense.
No doubt about it. Right this way. And now as Jones will let go of jump hook, that was a rebound by Mahoney. Almost put back up and in. Instead, it'll go back to Stanford.
Here's Dallaire. First time he's checked in. Nice cut by White. Floater. Got it off the window. And Stanford out and running.
Isaac White, the Aussie. Cronky! He's got a great start to this one, Griff. 2 back-to-back buckets.
Here's
Mitchell driving the lane. Got by his defender, but nothing doing.
Jalen Wyndham, the freshman, checking in now. Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. Where are they going to go with no Tyshawn, no Balakin?
Well, look down low. You got a mismatch, young fella.
They go to Kelvin Jones. Fade away. Didn't have enough time. In and out.
Good defensive stand once again right there.
Pull up for Kasunas. No good. Rebound to Kelvin Jones, the 7-footer. Mahoney pushing the action.
Nice pass.
3.
Gotta hit
good.
that. Gotta hit that one if you're Creighton. Been cold these last couple of minutes. Gotta get back in this.
Here's DeJohn Davis now. Kick out White, top of the key. No reset. It's White. Driving. He's got 4 quick points off the bench. Mismatch down low for Kasunas. Here's Kasunas. Driving. Lays it up. Good help by Kelvin Jones. And the rebound goes to Creighton.
What a job there by Jones, Griff. As Wyndham gets all the way and he'll lay it in. The freshman getting out and running.
And Creighton, a much-needed basket right there. 19-9.
Jalen Wyndham, the hometown kid. He'll be wanting to have a great game today, Griff.
Oh, that's right. Product of Ben Davis High School playing in Indianapolis. Good take. De Silva couldn't finish. Got his own miss. Missed again. Uncharacteristic misses at the rim.
I'll tell you what, though, Griff. Jones has been tremendous down there in that end of the floor.
Here's Mitchell now. He's got doubled, it looks like. Now they got a mismatch. It's Jones. Let the big fella go to work. With the right hand.
Rewarding the big fella for his play down on the defensive end. Sweet baby hook. And now it's a single-digit lead now.
19-11 Stanford here. Just under 8 minutes played in this one. De Silva taking Jones one-on-one. De Silva driving. Couldn't finish. Got his own miss again. Couldn't finish. What is happening to Oscar De Silva?
Uncharacteristic, no doubt about it. Usually will finish the first one and certainly will almost always make the follow-up.
And Stanford almost has as many offensive rebounds as Creighton does total rebounds. Mitchell denied. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Weak stuff, Griff. Don't bring that in my paint.
White now driving on Jefferson. White into the paint and one. Woo!
Isaac White, the junior, and he is off and running. 6 points now for him. Tremendous stuff. Wow.
That foul was on Mahoney. That's his first.
This is hilarious.
I know.
Did they say if they can't hear this? Can they?
No, no one said anything.
Unfortunately, they can't. That's tremendous stuff.
Okay, 9 minutes into this one, Stanford has doubled up Creighton, the 2 seed, in the Sweet 16. Here's Cantfield now. First appearance for him. Ooh. Loses the ball. Picked up by Dallaire. Here come the Cardinal out on the run. Dallaire.
But he gets it, puts it up, and he puts it in. Wow, what a job there by Dallaire.
Look at the body control right there. And Stanford, they cannot hear the funky draft music.
Oh, that's too bad. But Stanford off and firing in this one, looking like they did against the Spartans a few nights ago, and hitting on all cylinders.
And speaking of funky, Reese, this Creighton offense.
They have looked funky thus far, not hitting from outside like per usual. Got to get it going.
Canfield driving into the paint.
Nice pass.
Dump off to Jefferson. Just got it off, but missed it. Keeps the rebound. Here come the Cardinal now. White. Dallaire corner 3. Oh, that would have been an early dagger.
Would have been a crusher, right? No doubt about it for the Jays. Lucky that one didn't go down.
Mitchell. Creighton's going to hold, it appears, for what will basically be the last shot. Trailing by 13 here, 10 minutes into this one.
Need this one to get a momentum shifter.
Here we go. Mitchell to Mitchell from the logo. Off the mark, no good. Stanford will run out the clock, and they take a 13-point lead into the second quarter.
How about the 11 seed Stanford Cardinal, Griff? Offense, defense, they're doing it all. And they're up 13 here to end the first. Wow.
Wow. Come on. Oh.
Oh,
And, they're cleaning the floor for the St. Anthony Bears,
yeah, I was
no
gonna
doubt.
say they're preparing for a spectacle for these fans. Got to make sure the floor is clean. That is essential to their performance.
Isaac White. Good start for him off the bench. 7 quick points. Driving on Canfield. Gets down to the block. Will forced to pick it up. Now pass out to Dejon Davis. Spamming that shot fake button. Davis backs it out. 6 on the shot clock.
Good.
Stolen away by Mitchell.
Tremendous defense there from Creighton.
Canfield. Nothing doing. Now we'll give it off to Mitchell. Mitchell resets. Screen coming. Mitchell trying to drive. Nice move. Gets into the paint and denied by Keefe.
Keefe again.
Put it up, Jones. Ball batted up off the backboard, and Keefe comes away with it.
Nearly got it to go off the tip, but if you're Jones, you got to put that one back up and in. Big guy having a good game. Get yourself in the scoring column.
Kasunas down low. Keefe.
Nice.
Oh my God. But Keefe staying with it.
Some bunnies being missed here early on, but able to draw the foul that time. James Keefe, 6'9" power forward, and now he'll try to expand this lead here for the Cardinal. The free throw no good.
Substitutions in here for both teams. 9 minutes to play in the first half. Winner on to the Elite Eight, where they await the winner of Florida and Stanford, as Keefe misses them both. Here comes Canfield. Tyshawn Alexander is checked back in, as has Bishop and Ballack.
Expect them to get him involved right away, Griff.
Alexander off the screen, driving on Keefe. Backs it out, into the paint, crossing. Canfield.
Looking like Julian Newman there on those takes.
Canfield gets down low, forced to pull one up. He's blocked.
Another block here for the Cardinal. They are sending shots back in the face of these Jays. What
Stanford's stingy defense. Looking like a bunch of trees down there in the post.
Some redwood trees, perhaps, Griff. Tall, long arm of the law, sending shots back.
Here's Wills now back the other way. He'll fire a 3-ball. Off the back rim, no good, but Keefe tracks down the offensive rebound.
Turn and box. That's one of the first rules in basketball, kids.
Keefe floater. No. Another offensive rebound. No. 3 missed opportunities for Stanford.
Wow. Tough to end.
Nice. On a 3. Woo! Rare miss.
Surprising miss there for Ballack. He's usually a tremendous three-point shooter. 43% on the season, Griff.
Uncharacteristic miss right there. Nice take by Terry. No good. Keefe another rebound.
Oh my
God. Finish
denied by Jones.
Keefe finally put one in. Stanford got about 19 shots up in their last 2 possessions, and they get 2 points out of it finally.
The size disadvantage is showing early on in this one, Griff. Getting offensive rebounds at will.
Bishop trying to drive. Driving in on Keefe now. Gets into the paint, puts it up with the left hand. No good. And it has been several minutes since Creighton has scored.
They have not started off well, maybe in the first 2 or 3 minutes, but they have been cold. Here's Terry on the pull-up. No good, but Keefe flying in and putting it home on the tip, and beautifully done. And the nightmarish start for Creighton continues, Griff. They've got to figure something out.
4 made shots for Creighton. Down by 17 here. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Still a lot of time left, though. Here's Tyshawn. Trying to drive. Needs him to get going. Dump off to Jones. Now Ballack. Ballack with 5. Fires a 3. Rims it no good. Rebound to Jones. Up the 4s. Wills ahead of the pack. Wills lays it in.
Blue Jays not getting back right there, and Stanford making him pay. Wills gliding to the rim.
And danger time already for Creighton here. Down by 19.
Surprisingly, still no timeouts called for McDermott.
Canfield now. Gets a screen, backs it out, looking for Jones. Dude, come on.
Looking for nobody.
Fade away. In and out, no good. Keefe the rebound.
This is unbelievable almost. 4 made shots still for Stanford.
Good Lord, dude, where are you going?
The sea parted once again, Griff. Right this way, sir. The rim's this way. And now it is danger. Finally.
They take a timeout.
Jeez.
Greg McDermott in his plaid suit. Cannot be happy.
Nightmarish. No doubt about it, Griff. This is looking reminiscent of the Michigan State game a few nights ago. Stanford just outplaying their opponents in every meaning of the word.
Man, oh man. Here's the inbound to Jones, now Bishop. Mahoney is checked back in. Tyshawn Alexander. Tyshawn driving, gets into the paint, lays it up with the left hand, and will head to the line. Second foul on Terry.
Nice job there by Tyshawn Alexander attacking on the freshman and drawing the foul.
They need him to get going amongst others as he knocks down his 7th point of the contest. 32-12. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Creighton needs to put together a little run here as Tyshawn goes 1 for 2. Here comes the Cardinal back the other way. They have been in a rhythm on both ends of the floors. Terry gets down the paint. Gives one up to Keefe. Nice dump off, and Keefe will head to the line for 2.
Tell you what, Griff, Keefe has not been finishing well down there, but it hasn't mattered as you see in the scoreboard. Nice pass there by Terry.
No doubt about that, as Keefe went 0 for 2 his last time at the line, and will hit the first here. 33-12.
This music. I love it. I hope it keeps doing this.
Here's Tyshawn now pushing the action for the Blue Jays. Gives it off to Ballack. Ballack has not scored yet. Need him to get going. Here's Bishop.
Missed every 3 he's taken, Griff. Uncharacteristic.
Mahoney down low. Mahoney. Here's Tyshawn Alexander.
Shoot that young
and a clean
fella.
look. Decides to drive instead and draws another foul on Terry. That's 3 on the freshman.
Terry looked like a clean. Terry thought he had a clean steal, but the ref thought otherwise. Going back to the line, Mr. Alexander.
Misses the first. Ugh. Creighton can't get anything to drop.
No doubt about it.
Knocks down the second, splits the free throws. Lead is 20 for the Stanford Cardinal, the 11 seed. Spot in the Elite 8 on the line. Here's Wills now being guarded by Ballack. Gives it off to Terry. Terry lines up a long 2. Off the rim, no good. Another offensive rebound for Da Silva.
Da Silva has been relatively quiet offensively, but his teammates have been picking up the slack. That time, putting it back home with a baby hook.
Here's Tyshawn Alexander. Gets down the paint. Tyshawn. Kick out to Ballack. 3 ball on the way.
Oh my goodness.
No good. Another miss for Ballack on an open look.
He has had a nightmarish performance as Jones will let a 3 fly, no good, and back the other way comes Mahoney.
Here come the Jays. Alexander.
Waited for the defense to catch up to him.
Alexander gets down the lane. Nice finish.
Finally.
And ending a very, very long spell without a field goal for the Blue Jays. It is 35-15 here.
And Tyshawn Alexander has been the only person getting involved scoring-wise for Creighton, Griff. They've got to find a way to get others involved.
No doubt about that. Terry now. Nearly lost it. Nearly lost it again. Staying with it. Oh! Couldn't finish. Would have been pretty.
Tremendous move there by Terry, but a Tinson finish.
Ballack, another clean look. Another miss for Mitch Ballack. Choking under the pressure, perhaps, Reese.
No doubt about it, Griff. He just does not look like himself. That lefty shot has not fallen today, but he gets to the rim there. Floater no good, but a tip in. Nice job by Bishop. Flying, soaring, putting it back home off the glass.
Ballack now 0 for 6, I believe, from the field. Uncharacteristic day from him has definitely not helped the cause. 35-17 here. Here's Tyrell Terry in between the circles, gets a screen. Terry looking for Da Silva. They got a mismatch down low. 6 on the shot clock. 5, Terry.
There you go.
Gives it to Da Silva. Da Silva, gotta hurry.
Oh my goodness.
Fade away on the way. No good. You gotta go at him.
No doubt about it. Da Silva can hit that shot, but use your size, big fella. Had a mismatch.
Mahoney brings it back the other way. He's gonna try to drive. Lost the ball.
Getting his hand in the jar that time.
Turn numbers. It's Wills on the flush.
Flying and soaring again is Wills. Another dunk for him and another timeout for Creighton. Unbelievable.
Stanford's defense has been excellent here today. These are not the St. Anthony Bears. That is Jay Williams instead in his cut-off T-shirt.
Has hard times have hit him, I suppose, Griff.
Jefferson back in for Creighton, as is Mitchell. Wyndham also back in for the Jays. Mahoney dumps it off to Jefferson. Down and low.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you got to finish that, big fella.
No doubt about it. Buckets being hard to come by. Got to get capitalize on that as
Will's
well.
a corner three. It's good. Woo! My goodness.
This is absolutely looking reminiscent of the Michigan State game a few nights ago. Clicking on all cylinders on the tree. Nothing doing for Creighton.
Jefferson couldn't finish. Got his own miss, though. Kick out to Bishop in the corner. Bishop into the paint. Working on Kasunas. Kick out to Wyndham, the freshman. 4 on the shot clock. Wyndham, step back. Puts one up from 3, and it's no good. Rebound to Wills. Creighton, they need to get some threes to start dropping here.
Anything to drop, Griff. Have just nothing doing for them on the offensive end, but have to get stops as well.
Here's Wills now. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Wills crossing into the paint. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Jefferson. Creighton needs to end this half on a run to give themselves a chance. Here's Mitchell now. Top of the key. Mitchell gets a screen. Trying to drive. Kicks it back to Jefferson. 5 on the shot clock for the Jays.
3 players.
Jefferson.
Those guys have not moved. There they go. First time they moved.
Wyndham, step back 3 on the way. No good. Awful offense from Creighton.
No doubt about it. 3 guys absolutely stagnant as Wills once again getting to the rim.
Can't get face cut, Reese.
One of the number 1 rules you first learn in basketball: keep your man in front, keep yourself between the man and the ball.
25-point lead for Stanford. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell now waiting. Gives it to Bishop. Creighton forgot what offense is. Bishop down the lane. Lays it up with the left hand. Finally.
Stanford forgetting what defense is there on that drive. Finally.
21% for the field for Creighton. Not a winning formula.
No, sir, it is not.
Here's White now. Driving. White has had a great first half. Now we'll back it out. De Silva over to Wills. Wills has been excellent today. Fires a 3. Rims it no good. The rebound to Wyndham. Here comes Creighton.
Look ahead. Have numbers. There
Jefferson
you go.
for 2.
Finally, a nice transition bucket there for Creighton. Back-to-back buckets, first time of the game for them. And now 21-point game as Stanford will surely be holding for the last shot here.
Creighton, they need to get some quick buckets. White, 3 ball. Rims it no good. Wyndham, another rebound. Here comes Creighton, a chance to have a little run here before the end of the half. Mahoney, 5 on the clock. Mitchell backs out for some reason. Mitchell fires a long 3. No good. 42-21 Stanford as we head into the break. Wow.
Stanford looking like the champs early here in March already. They have put together a dominant 6 quarters of play their past 2 ball games, and they hold a 21-point lead over the 3-seeded Jays. Wow.
Creighton, they're getting good looks. They're just missing.
It's a lot of open threes, in fact.
And Shaq dressed appropriately for this one. This is a funeral, Shaq.
Well done there, big fella. Fits the scene perfectly as we take a look at some of the first half stats and just awful stuff there.
Stanford on pace for 72 rebounds in the tree. Standing tall here after a half. What can Creighton do here? This got to start bombing some threes, which they can do. They're more than capable of.
They can, and they have relatively have been. They just haven't been dropping, but they have to find a way to do that here in the second half.
And even worse yet, the St. Anthony Bears have not made an appearance quite yet. As it's De Silva bringing it up for the Cardinal. They clear out for him. De Silva trying to drive on Bishop. De Silva with the left. No good. Got his own miss. No good. De Silva just bully ball down low.
Taking advantage of that size mismatch, Griff, and eventually paying off for them. Not much Creighton can do about that.
Here's Alexander now in between the circles, trailing by 23. Ballot gives it off to Alexander, driving on Terry. Pulls up from 12. No good. Rebound to Jones. Stanford's defense has just been excellent here today. De Silva again. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll head to the line for 2.
Can't allow that if you're Bishop. Gotta know where the ball is at all times. De Silva making him pay, going to the line. The music is still going, folks. I wish you could hear this tremendous stuff. It's
good stuff. De Silva. Missing that one. 24-point lead for Stanford. Mahoney driving down inside. Mahoney.
I mean, you got to take that up. Had the smaller Terry on him.
Alexander now will reset. They give it off to Bishop. Bishop.
What is that?
Denied by De Silva. Fade away for Bishop. In and out, no good. They're just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Ooh, a nice spin move there from Davis, but nothing doing, gets cut off.
Terry now resets. Stanford can take their sweet time here on these possessions as Will's down the lane. Floater, good.
If there's a Will, there's a way, Griff. Wills has been absolutely unstoppable in this one.
Terrorizing the Blue Jays. Ballack, now Bishop. Need to get something going. It's Mahoney now. Walled off by Wills. Ballack driving with the left. Kick out to
Nice.
Mahoney. Corner three.
What?
No good. My goodness. And it is
It's
contagious.
stupid.
The missed shots are contagious for Creighton. Davis into the paint. Davis fouled. And Creighton just lifeless out of the second half here. No response. Could have got back into it with a nice little run to start the second half, but nothing doing.
Been much of the same, Griff. Stanford doing it all on both ends. Creighton basically doing nothing.
No doubt about that, as it's Ballack now. Spinning.
I mean, that's
Forced to pick it up. Tyshawn will bring it back out top. 10 on the shot clock. Ballack driving. Ballack got one to go finally.
nightmare game for Ballack. His first field goal of the day, perhaps a sign of things to come, hopefully.
Hopefully, just needed to see one go down. As it's Terry now working on Tyshawn Alexander. Here's Wills. Pull up three. No good. Rebounded by Ballack. It's got to be a group effort on the board for Creighton.
Great job there to corral the rebound.
Ballack cutting. Drawing the foul, and he'll head to the line. So Ballack's starting to get more involved in the offense.
Waking up a little bit on these last couple possessions, Griff. Getting to the line, Mr. Lefty.
Ballack eyes the first one and knocks it down to the beat of the music. Dallaire back in for Stanford. He gets Wills. Ballack eyes the second one. Green lights it, and it is 47-25 here. Just under 2.5 minutes played in the second half.
Definitely not time to worry yet if you're Stanford. Just keep doing what you've been doing, getting open looks and moving that ball around.
Terry. Tyrell Terry's been quiet on offense thus far. Has not mattered. Step back three on the way. No good. He can hit that.
No doubt about it. Why he was one of the best freshmen in the Pac-12. Ballack gets to the rim again. Wow, look at Ballack.
A little 6-0 run by Mitch Ballack himself. And Creighton finally showing a little bit of life here.
Been waiting for it all game, Griff.
Still trail by 20, though. They got to string together a lot of stops. It's De Silva down the paint. Bullying Bishop. Get off me. He's got the two.
Flexing the muscles down the court on that one, Griff. De Silva, too big, too strong.
And Jones set the check in for Creighton, hopefully to contain De Silva, no doubt. Mahoney gives it off to Bishop. Now Ballack. Ballack has gotten it going here in the second half. Ballack over to Alexander. 7 on the shot clock for the Jays. Spins into a screen. Pulls up for three. Rims it no good. The rebound to Tyrell Terry. Just cannot get it to go from beyond the arc.
Good luck.
Corner three for Jones. No good. Bishop the rebound. Here comes Creighton. Tyshawn Alexander. Looks like he might have had a man. No good. He got his own miss. Kick out to Ballack. Ballack. 8 on the shot clock. Working on Jones. Now 5. Ballack's got to move. The lefty into the paint. Steps back. Looks like he never dribbled a basketball before in his life. And he missed. Here's Davis now for the Cardinals. Down up 22. Now Terry top of the key. De Silva. Straight downhill. Get off me.
Right down Broadway, Griff. That's just pure strength and pure size. And Creighton, again, nothing doing and nothing they can do.
And timeout taken here by the Jays. Down by 24 here. 4 minutes into the second half. Woo.
Been a slaughter thus far, Griff.
And they are so disgusted with Creighton's performance that the St. Anthony Bears have not even made an appearance yet.
This game has not been worthy of an appearance from them, Griffin. I don't blame them.
Here's Jefferson now trying to drive, kicks out to Jones, and now Ballack will reset. Ballack down to Jefferson, puts one up and he draws the foul. That's what Creighton's got to do, Reese. I got to get to the line, score some points without running the clock.
No doubt about it, and if they can hit their free throws, they'll certainly be able to have a better time of getting back in this one, as that one is no good right on cue. Announcer's jinx.
Rimmed in and out. Jefferson knocks that one down. And back the other way. Here comes Stanford, up by 23 points on the 2-seed Creighton Blue Jays. Jones over to Terry. Now Davis. 10 on the shot clock.
I apologize. I called Creighton a 3-seed earlier. I realized that they're a 2-seed.
Davis drawing the foul on Jones. Come on, big fella. Stay up.
Use those long arms.
The St. Anthony Bears have informed us they were told to dance at the Cardinals game, not the Cardinal. Common mistake.
Common mistake.
As the Cardinals do play next. Louisville versus Florida. Coming up right after this slaughter is over.
Hopefully a better performance than what we have seen thus far. But hopefully Creighton can get back in this one. Still a lot of time.
Still a lot of time, and a team that can shoot the lights out from 3 at any time as Mitchell gets into the paint. Mitchell denied. Another block for Stanford. Jones tracking down the rebound, though. Jefferson. Ball. What in the world was that?
He just threw it straight out of bounds, Griff. I'm not sure. I thought that one was deflected, but...
And one lucky fan will go home with a game ball. 24-point lead for Stanford here. 14 minutes to play. Terry now. Step back 3. Oh, looked like it was good. No, but it's not. Ballack. Here's Mitchell now. Mitchell trying to drive into the paint. Blocked on the reverse.
Smothered chicken all the way around today, Griff.
Terry driving. Floater. Good.
Woo. Smooth. Kissing it off the glass. Mr. Tyrell Terry. Beautiful stuff.
And Creighton getting swatted. Jones drawing a foul on Kasunas.
I don't know why. I'm not sure why they keep going at Kasunas. He just stands there and blocks it every time. That time they call a foul, though.
Subs checking in here for both squads. As Jones will eye the second one and knock it down. The big fella showing some touch at the line. 24-point lead for Stanford here. 14 minutes to play in this one. Trying to go to the Elite 8.
What?
They call a foul. Ballack got about a 14-second breather. Wyndham will go back out. Did not like what they saw right there.
No doubt about it. The freshman will head to the line, or head to the sideline rather, as White will get it from the corner.
White, great first half. Floater on the way. No good. A rebound for Jones. Here we go now. Back the other way. Creighton rather.
Do something with that, Mr. Mitchell.
Jones. The big fella going right downhill. Nothing doing, but pulls up. No good. Not a great shot right there. As it's Jones. Couldn't finish over the other Jones.
Back the other way comes Ballack now, pushing it up, and now it's stopping at the top of the key.
Ballack gives it off to Mitchell. Back to Ballack. Mitchell crossing, pulls up, rims it no good. Jones the rebound, and he'll put it up and in. Kelvin Jones has had a good game.
Has no doubt about it, Griff, especially on the defensive end, stepping up big time in the absence of can't remember his name right now. As Jones gets another rebound. Zagorowski, thank you.
Ballack pushing the pace. Puts it up. Tough shot. Good defense right there by Stanford. 22-point lead for the Cardinal. 3 ball on the way. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giants.
I believe our first one today, Griff, as Davis rising up, knocking it down, and expanding that lead.
Stanford well on their way right now as Kelvin Jones couldn't finish. Lead 8 since 2001. They look well on their way right now. 12 minutes to play, up 24. Davis Backs it out. Now White, top of the key. White gets a screen. Looking down low. You got a mismatch here. 3 on the shot clock. Got to hurry. Delaire. Fade away on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Tyshawn Alexander clears the rebound. 12 minutes to play in this one. Tyshawn. Mitchell. Driving.
Nice move.
Take. And he gets the 2.
Little dipsy-do right there, Griff. Nice take by Mitchell to get by his defender. Late in.
Need about 10 more of those if you're Creighton. Trailing by 22 here. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. DeJohn Davis here for the Cardinal. Davis over to White. White top of the key. He gets a screen. Picked up by Tyshawn Alexander.
Another mismatch down low, but end of the shot clock.
Time. White now gets it off to Delaire. Delaire's got to put up another fadeaway, and no good again.
Gotta recognize that sooner if you're Stanford, forcing him to take a tough shot.
Mitchell, nice cut by Tyshawn for 2. Timeout Stanford, their first of the game. They feel threatened for the first time all evening.
Coach just perhaps wanting to get those puppies back in order, Griff. Back-to-back buckets now for the Blue Jays. A rare right there in this one, as they still trail by 20.
No doubt about that. 2001, the last time the Stanford Cardinal made the Elite Eight.
Whew.
Defeated UNC Greensboro. They were a 1 seed. Holy crap, they were a 1 seed that year. Dang. White lines up a 3 ball. No good. Rebound for Jefferson. And Stanford a little bit of a cold funk here. Ballack pulls up. No good. Rebound for Bishop. Puts it up. No good. Got his own miss. And wisely kicks it back out.
No doubt about it. Tough to score amongst the trees of the smaller Bishop.
There's Ballack now. 4 on the shot clock. Ballack lines up a 3 ball. Rims it, no good. And Mitch Ballack just cannot get anything to go down. As Wills drives on him. Now to Silva, Wills, and White will reset. 30 seconds to play here in the third. Wills now. 6 on the shot clock. Wills gets a screen. Shoots it over Ballack. No good. Tip in by Jones.
Happened a couple of times in this one. Stanford flying in for those offensive rebounds and able to tip them home. Sniffing them out. Nicely done.
Now here is Ballack. 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter, down by 22 points. Ballack looking. Oh, you got to get it to him.
Nice.
Mitchell, call on a 3. Knocks it down, and finally Creighton gets a 3 to drop. Down 19 heading into the fourth.
Definitely a big sigh of relief for them, Griff. Able to get one down from beyond the arc, cut it down to 19, but still a long way to go. 10 minutes left in this one.
Long way to go indeed. I think the largest point differential we've seen in a quarter is 19 points in this tournament. ETSU outscoring Colorado 26-7.
Were they down
in the
19
quarter.
in the
fourth? I think they were. No, that was UC Irvine on
wow,
ETSU.
What a pass that was right there. De Silva really just had that one served to him on a platter. Didn't work. Didn't have to work for that one at all.
So Creighton, after seeing that 3 go down, let's see if they have a little bit of more confidence here. Ballack, oh my goodness, never mind on the confidence. Passed up an open look.
Don't blame him right there, Griff.
Alexander will take one though, and hit!
Tyshawn Alexander, the junior leading scorer for the Jays, trying to lead him back.
Creighton, back-to-back 3s, and all of a sudden it's a 16-point game. Still plenty of time left.
Got to lock in on this end of the floor.
White, oh, big answer.
Right as I say that, Mr. Isaac White, have yourself a day, young fella. Cronkey, Aussie letting that one fly.
Ballack back the other way. Creighton starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm on offense, though, as it's Tyshawn Alexander. They need this man to lead them back. Here's Bishop instead. Bishop, nothing going here. Bishop kind of share the sugar a little bit. Ballack in the corner. Ballack fires a 3. In and out, no good. Mitch Ballack, 0 for 7 now from behind the arc.
That one looked good from here, Griff, but the dry spell continues.
Wills drawing the foul. Good answer right here for Stanford. Gave up a little bit of a run to the Jays. Oh, indeed. Terry back into the game for Stanford as Wills eyes the second one and will green light that one.
Just had to wipe the hands off a little bit, Griff. Can't blame him, right?
Had the Sterling Huber sweaty hands on the first shot. 20-point lead again for Stanford. Creighton, back the other way. Ballack, going to try to drive. Crosses over, forced to pick it up.
Oh, don't shoot. Okay, good.
Kick out to Mahoney on the wing. Mahoney's got to get himself going, too. 4 on the shot clock. Mahoney into the paint. Mahoney with the floater. It got blocked. Another block for Stanford. The tree with the trees and stolen away by Tyshawn. With numbers. And one for Mahoney.
How about that job by Mahoney? Soaring and drawing the foul plus the contact, and he'll go to the line for another.
And Tyshawn Alexander kick-starting that drive. Got the steal, pushed it ahead, and the nice feed for 2. So Creighton. Mahoney couldn't finish, though. Creighton trying not to go away just yet. They need to string together some stops, though. Here's Wills now in the corner, working on Tyshawn. Puts up a floater. No good, and a foul on Alexander.
Bad foul right there by Alexander. Had good defensive position, but bailing him out, and he'll go to the line again.
19 points for Bryce Wills tonight. What a game for him.
Might be our PTPer for this one, Griff.
He might be. He has definitely played his way into consideration for the Zaxby's Player of the Game, the prestigious award. As back the other way comes Tyshawn. Gives it off to Ballack. Creighton needs to go, and they need to go now. Bishop now down on the block. Kick out to Ballack. Corner Mahoney. Mahoney waiting on a screen. Go on a 3. Ho, ho, ho! Green Giant. Oh, of course it was a 2. Why would you take a 3 when you can take a 22-foot 2-pointer?
Absolutely, but no doubt, but nonetheless, Creighton will take what they can get, Griff, on the offensive end.
Yeah, no doubt about it. De Silva, this has worked all day. On Bishop, 2 got his own miss though and put it in.
Wanted to pad the stats, I think, a little bit right there, Griff.
19-point lead again for Stanford. Here's Tyshawn Alexander. Timeout for Creighton. Danger zone time for the Blue Jays.
Danger time indeed. They have their offense looking a little bit better now in these last couple minutes, but hasn't seemed to matter as Stanford remains in control.
Got to figure it out on the defensive end, no doubt about it. No St. Anthony Bears yet again. As it is Creighton now taking it inbounds. Ballack in the corner, gives it off to Tyshawn. 14 on the shot clock for the Jays. Here's Ballack on the wing. Fakes. Now we'll dump it down inside to Jefferson. Jefferson working on Terry. Kick out to Ballack. 5 on the shot clock.
Get him a screen or something.
Ballack. Another 3. Oh my goodness. Cannot get it to go.
That's unbelievable.
0 for 8 from 3 for Mitch Ballack, the 43% three-point shooter. It reminds me a lot of Fletcher McGee playing Kentucky when he went 0 for 12. Yeah. Wills misses.
It is. I suppose it does happen.
Landon will never admit that UK got incredibly lucky that day to have the best three-point shooter in the history of college basketball go 0 for 12 from 3. But that is the fact of what happened. Wills driving. Good defense by Tyshawn. Spinning. Nice move by Bryce Wills.
How about Bryce Wills? If
21.
Nicely done there. Averaging 8 points a game, but a career day.
Here's Tyshawn. Gives it off to Bishop. Denied. Alexander, look at that. Just like they drew it up.
Absolutely. On the cleanup there, Mr. Alexander. Taking it to the chest.
19-point lead for Stanford. Creighton needs to string together a lot of stops to get back into this one. Here's Davis. Off to Jones. Got to think they're looking for Wills here. Tyrell Terry instead. Trying to take it one-on-one on Tyshawn. Pulls up. No good. Rebound by Ballack. Here comes the Creighton Blue Jays. Need a quick bucket. And oh my goodness, he got killed. What are you doing, ref?
Come on, Stripes. That man's got a family out to feed. Getting hacked, but no call, and it'll once again go back to Stanford.
The block will go to Jones, but Tyshawn Alexander took a lot of contact right there. Here's De Silva now. He has just abused Bishop today. And now he'll drive it again. Good defense, though, this time by Bishop. Here's Wills. Terry. Now Davis. 5 to shoot for the Cardinal. Davis. The lefty lines up a 3-ball. Rims it no good. Ballack the rebound. 5 minutes to play. Crunch time here for Creighton. Ballack. Nice find. Jefferson the flush.
Another hometown kid out of East Chicago High School. Jefferson on the hammer.
67-50, Stanford 5 minutes away from reaching the Elite Eight as Wills yet again. Bryce Wills has been on a mission tonight. 69-50, 5 minutes to play. Here's Tyshawn Alexander. Gets downhill. Lost it, stolen away by Terry. And Creighton running out of time. Will the slipper still fit? De Silva works on Bishop. De Silva. Couldn't get it to drop, and he'll head to the line for two.
Bishop clapping on the foul call, but not sure there's much to clap about if you're Creighton, Griff.
No doubt about that. And Creighton, every time they would inch their way forward, Stanford had an answer. 4.5 to play, and it's a 21-point lead for the Cardinals.
They've played them even in the second half, Griff, but they just haven't been able to overcome that early deficit.
Nope, they have not. Here's Alexander. Good defense by Terry. Alexander, nice speed. And the flush. I don't think Creighton's going to win it, but we're going to see some highlights out of the Blue Jays.
No doubt about it. Perhaps the best one of the day thus far. What a dime right there, and Jefferson rising up and throwing it down. And it warrants a trip from the St. Anthony Bears. They were waiting for a great play like that all game, finally getting one, and they are out here to give the fans a show at last.
The St. Anthony Bears, shout out to their fan account. Everyone is going crazy. This building has erupted. Even the Creighton fans are going nuts. Bryce Wills earns the Jordan Player of the Game. I think he's got a very strong case for the Zaxby's Player of the Game as well.
No doubt about it, Griff. Not usually one for scoring, but as we said, a career day for him. Good job, young fella. Keep her going now.
4 minutes to go here, and a 19-point lead for Stanford. Trying to play their way into the Elite Eight. Out of the Pac-12 Conference, the 11 seed. Tyrell Terry working on Bishop. Drives, dump off to Silva. 10-footer good. Good play right there by Terry.
And it's those two guys are the reason they've gotten this point, and those two guys are the reason they have this lead. Terry to De Silva.
Ballack now to Tyshawn. Creighton's got to start hoisting some threes here, I think. It's Mahoney now on the wing with 8. Gives it off to Tyshawn. Now Jefferson, Mahoney.
Or maybe just
Mahoney down into the paint. Floater on the way. It's good. So good take right there by Mahoney. Probably too little, too late, though.
Yeah, as we said, Creighton has looked much better offensively in the second half, but the deficit has just been too much for them to overcome.
Yep. And an awful shooting day for Mitch Ballack as Terry lines up a step-back three. In and out, no good. Mitch Ballack, 43% career three-point shooter, 0 for 8 from behind the arc today. As he gets a screen here. Working on Jones here. 10 to shoot. Ballack gets into the paint. Oof, my goodness.
Not giving it up, but it results in another miss. Jefferson fought for that one, but couldn't corral it.
Ugly, ugly day from Mitch Ballack. You gotta feel for him a little bit.
And certainly, and not the only reason for this result of the Creighton Jays, but has certainly not helped.
De Silva just continues to abuse poor Cameron Bishop down low.
That's another reason. The size advantage of Stanford is just staggering. Jays have had no answer and have not been able to overcome it.
Here's Mahoney now. 2 minutes to go mercifully in this one. Stanford putting together two of maybe the most impressive tournament performances, dismantling Michigan State and doing the same to Creighton in back-to-back games as Ballack step-back three.
Oh,
no good
God.
Again.
The basketball gods are not smiling upon him today, Griff.
No, they are not, as it's DeJon Davis here. Davis gets a screen. Now Tyrell Terry. Terry, kick out. Jones, 3 on the way. No good. Jefferson the rebound. And Stanford, well on their way to their first Elite Eight appearance in nearly 2 decades. The Cardinal, mostly known for football, but mixing it up on the hardwood here.
No doubt about it, and they have steamrolled their way to that spot.
Put the ball up, buddy. Oh. And subs coming in here for both sides. Oh, my goodness. Mass subs for both sides.
And Fitzmaurice is in the ball game. Good, always good to see that guy out there. And now they will empty the benches here on both sides.
Stanford, the 11 seed, our third double-digit seed, playing in the Elite Eight. Wow. What a performance from the Cardinal in these last two games, as it's Keefe now to Beskind. Way too close to Baskin, for my liking. Harrington, no good, way short. Fitzmaurice, the rebound!
Nice job there. The big fella sniffing that one out, giving
Harold
us
Baskin gives it. Oh!
Cut off. Fitzmaurice will let go. 15-footer, no good. But Keefe is there for the thunderous putback. No mercy for Stanford, pouring it on Creighton.
Here's Epperson now for Creighton. To Scurry, not to be confused with Scully. Canfield. Oh my goodness.
Another unexpected performance for Stanford as
Wyndham misses.
Another shot, no good, and they look like the best freaking team in this tournament, Griff.
Yeah, they do. The defense of the Stanford Cardinal has been getting it done here. Laid in by Carol Baskin. And no mercy. Making it look even worse than it was. Epperson down low. Epperson driving. Fitzmaurice is an absolute brick wall down there. He's not going to get the score. Woo! Nice little finish right there with the right hand. Sweet hook.
Making you eat your words a little bit right there, Griff. Perhaps a one last laugh before they exit March Madness. As the clock finally tips down, another dominant performance for the Tree.
The Tree is advancing to the Elite Eight. They await the winner of Florida and Louisville, which is coming up in about 35 minutes here. We'll start the broadcast at 7:30. Thanks for anyone who stuck out this entire blowout. Thanks for doing that. Really appreciate it. And, yeah, we'll name our Tyshawn Alexander had a nice game, and that's about it. What did Ballack shoot? Good Lord.
I mean, that's fucking... That's
2 for 16. Wow.
Like, what the hell, 2K?
Well, they gave the Jordan Player of the Game to Bryce Wills. I'm going to give it to Oscar Da Silva, though. 21 points, 15 boards, and 3 blocks for the big fella. Dominant performance.
No doubt about it. And Da Silva doing what he does and taking advantage of the size mismatches. What a game for that guy.
No doubt about it. And like I said, we will be back here in about 35 minutes for Louisville, the 4 seed, taking on the 8 seed Florida Gators. So stick around.